Here's the new G driver. So much to talk about in this new product, but the first thing you're going to see is all visible on the crown, and that's the new Dragonfly technology. And what this has allowed Ping to do is use something that John Solheim, president of the company, saw when photographing a dragonfly, and he just admired the wing structure. Ping have brought that into the crown, and what it's enabled them to do is make the crown slightly thinner and therefore lighter, and it's enabled them to make a weight saving, pull the weight further low and back. Similarly with the Vortec, that's improving aerodynamics. The turbulators improve aerodynamics. All of these things allowing Ping to give you more speed for no extra effort, superior aerodynamics, weight saving, further back in and lower in the face, and all these things are going to help you with your forgiveness, but they're not going to cost you speed either. So these are a couple of the highlights in terms of the product development. So compared to G30, I think a lot of players who maybe didn't particularly like the looks of G30 will find this is much more to their liking. Slightly more curved look on the domed look, I guess, on the crown. Players will definitely prefer that. But it's not unfamiliar, so I think anyone who's enjoyed G30 can be very, very comfortable with this. Marty Jurtson is Ping's Director of Product Development, so there's simply nobody better to explain what's gone into the new G driver and why the Ping are so excited about this new product.
You know, I think it speaks to the brand, right? We want to provide real performance innovation, and when we speak to our performance and our results, it's part of what I think makes Ping who we are in the marketplace and have the trust with our consumers in our accounts, is that we're not going to overstate our gains. You know, this is a real thing. In the 4 or 5 yards is a really big deal from a performance standpoint, in distance, and that's not even talking about how much straighter or how much, when you're a little off on your swing, you don't make your perfect swing, how much that's going to affect your offline dispersion as well. So I think it speaks to, how much is on the table there. Every year if we can get 4 yards, over 5 or 10 years, it's going to be enormous gains. That's what we've seen across the history of all of our G-Series drivers. If we use that as kind of a snapshot to frame the evolution and revolution of our product and our technology platform, these are real gains. This is the real deal that golfers out there in the marketplace are going to see and experience.
So I just spent 10 minutes here in the new G driver with some help from the Ping engineers. There's absolutely no question it feels a little bit quicker, a little bit lighter through the air than its predecessor. It just feels like a little bit less swinging required, and I'm going from exactly the same shaft there. What the guys have done is they've put me in exactly the same loft, which is 10.5, same shaft, but we've actually ended up taking an entire degree off, which is quite interesting. So we've tried a variety of positions, a couple of different heads. I'm now going to compare it against my current G30 LS Tech Gamer, but just looking at the numbers on TrackMan, for me, I'm definitely 12 or 15 yards up, which is an awful lot, I would say.
I'll only read it from two sides here. I read it from mainly behind the ball and the low side of the ball. So my first point of view